back.
Yay,
And now a
I
report,
hate it when we leave.
and now a report on RuPaul's Drag Race from Scott Pierce.
Scott Pierce, what you think about that action?
Oh, I don't actually like it that much, but I can write and tell people that it's on.
Shanna doesn't like it because there's a black person.
Oh, come on
That's
now.
true. RuPaul is black.
No, while we were gone, we talked to Shannon, and he's not racist.
He's not racist.
I figured it
anymore.
out.
Turns out that was for comedy.
I've been taking out my own self-hatred on a whole race, and that's not right for me.
Yeah.
to do.
Well, all it would take is one hug from Valentine.
That's true.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
agree.
Well, you know what it is, and it's
I'm gonna make
because
him beat you up.
well, no, it's because Valentine shot me down, and
Valentine's hugs have become
That's
very
what's
assertive lately,
Yeah.
though. He picked me up and swung me around like a little rag doll.
Yeah.
The last movie
he
night.
stuck his thumb in my bum.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a wrestling move.
That's
I know.
quite assertive as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
And I thought
He
I
stuck
thought
his
he was
thumb in
gonna-
my butt, and we went 2 points.
Yep.
Wow.
What does that mean?
He did. He gets extra points for that. Let's see. So
Takedown.
we've got a couple of quick things here. The Teen Wolf TV show
Can't wait.
June 5th on MTV.
What?
This is not the movies. This is
No.
not a comedy.
What?
It's not.
Well, good.
Is it angsty
Well, it should
Teen
be.
Wolf?
Was it a
It
documentary?
looks, it kind of looks like
About a teen werewolf?
Gossip Wolf.
I don't want to be a werewolf forever.
The OC with werewolves.
It's kind
That
of
would be
better
a
than
good
I thought
movie.
it was
The
going to be.
OC was
though.
funny though.
Have you already seen an episode?
Yeah, but it's been a while. I don't really remember.
Maybe
Do you
that-
think, do you
Well,
think the
must be
parent?
good.
Do you think the the parent television council will be after?
Oh, don't talk to me about the parents.
This is going to have
Be after,
teenagers
Teen Wolf
having
for
sex with
bestiality?
werewolves.
Can I just say that I think the Parents Television Council should die?
You know, I think they're
I've
great
always-
for advertising for
Yep.
struggling
Well,
shows.
see, now, and they're trying to take credit for the ratings collapsing on Skins, but what they didn't really include is that the first episode aired after an original episode of Jersey Shore, so you had a huge lead-in for the first one. I mean, I don't think the Skins is that good. I don't really understand the law, so I would be a little worried about whether they could get caught on child porn.
Oh, they
but-
can't. That's ridiculous.
Well, they won't because, and here we go.
There's no actual
There's
sex.
no insertion.
Okay.
Insertion is the definition.
Same reason why they got away with Blue Lagoon.
Exactly.
Well, but
so-
frankly, if they'd left this show alone,
It would have died on the
it
vine.
probably,
I
might
will-
have already been canceled.
I mean,
but-
I wouldn't have even tried looking at it until they started bitching, and then I always,
Yeah.
and I would
have
have watched it just because I like the British one.
Oh, the British one's great.
The British one's great.
Well, and
but
I-
I don't hate the new one. It's just, but
when
it
I
seems
wrote
like it's
about
trying
it, though,
too
it's
hard.
like,
Yeah.
where was the Parents Television Council in 2008 when the other Skins, which is dirtier, was on BBC America?
Yeah.
And they did say something about it, but they didn't.
They didn't make
I mean,
a big
they were,
harumph.
this is a great fundraiser.
Oh well,
So
I love it. They were the guys always against the WWE when it was really big.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
were always out there. Oh, it's gonna
Yeah, they
destroy
lost-
the country.
I can't remember exactly what the details were.
Are they
got-
against 16 and pregnant? Are they against
lost,
Secret Diary of an
lost-
American
That's
Teen?
real TV, so it's
WWE.
okay. That's
That shouldn't
documentary.
be on television. I mean,
What
that's,
happened to MTV?
It's awful.
Everybody-
I
everybody's
used
a
to-
teen and pregnant.
Do you know what I watched on there was the Bully Beatdown. Have you guys seen this
Oh,
piece
yeah.
of shit?
That's
I
filmed
saw
in
that
Salt
one.
Lake.
Is it?
Yeah.
That show sucks so hard. It is the most pitiful display of pussies I've ever seen in
Yeah.
my life.
If someone was mean
have you seen
to
it, Carrie?
me.
No, what is,
Okay,
what is
this
the
show.
premise?
Okay, so this show is hi. I'm a grown adult dude, and there's a guy.
And he's an MMA fighter.
There's a guy in my neighborhood who's really mean to me, and I can't handle it. So they get this fucking jackhole
That guy, yeah,
MMA
that's-
fighter. I don't
yeah.
know what his name is.
I don't know.
They have a different one usually every.
No, it's the same.
No,
No,
no, the host.
guy
the
now.
same
Same.
host.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Same host, and he shows up.
And
And
he-
he's like, "I'm going to help you out."
I'm going to teach you how to fight?
No.
To the bull-
Doesn't teach the bullies how to fight.
Yeah.
He goes to the bully and says, "We'll give you $5,000 if you fight this MMA fighter, and if you lose, though, the people you've been bullying
Get
the
to laugh
money."
at you.
No, they get
So
the money.
the
too.
guys that get bullied sit there and watch this guy get beat up,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And the bully gets the shit kicked out of him by an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to hear
And
something?
I'm just like, what a bunch of douches.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is when that show first started, they got like real MMA fighters that were legit, like big time guys, versus these bullies.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
That's
and
the
they
ones I
just-
saw.
Just
How-
creamed them.
Are there real? MMA fighters are legit. Sorry,
How
I'm gonna get beat up on the way home.
How
How old are the
how
bullies?
old are the kids getting bullied?
Like in high school.
No,
like 20s, 30s.
They're in their 20s and
They were older?
30s.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're grown-ass men.
Look, I can fix this show right now. All right, you got to make it 12 and 13-year-old kids who are getting bullied, and then you bring in MMA midgets. I just saved the show.
I would watch
And then what else they
or
got?
there
I
was
ate
one-
shit.
There was one episode I saw where the bully actually held his own like
Yeah.
that, and he walked away with like $3,000.
Yeah.
He's like, "Thanks a lot, asshole."
Every once in a while the bully wins, and then he gets paid to be a bully, and it's like, what?
Then I saw one guy just
So
throw
we
up
we
all
just
over the
fixed
stage.
that problem,
Yeah,
didn't we?
exactly.
Yeah.
Jackholes.
Well, MTV is doing one thing. They're
that?
bringing back Beavis and Butthead.
See, now, I
That's
heard
exciting.
you talking about this the other day, and as much as it pains me to say this on your very popular morning show
Oh, yes.
on X96,
X96.com.
and it pains me to say this, but Gina is right.
What did she say?
She said, "What are they going to make fun of?" Because Beavis and
Yeah, there's
Butthead
no
used to make
videos.
fun of the videos,
They
and
don't
there's
make
no
fun of
videos
videos
anymore.
Or they play him.
They still make videos.
and,
But nobody knows.
Yeah.
Maybe
and
but you
it's
just
amazing.
don't. You've
You-
not seen them because
you
they're
go-
not on MTV. They're on YouTube.
Yeah, you go to YouTube or you can check out. My son's showing me videos all the time for stuff, but it's kind of
Oh,
funny.
well,
These
maybe it could be
teenagers
like
are into
Tosh.0.
stuff from 20 years ago.
Yeah, but
That'd be
it'd
kind of
a lot
funny,
like
wouldn't it? Look at this.
Well, if you think about it, Beavis and Butthead probably would still be watching metal videos.
Yeah.
Of course.
Wouldn't that be great if like Beavis and Butthead brought videos back to MTV?
And what would be great is if they didn't put Beavis and Butthead on MTV and they just put them on the web. And then they could be uncensored and they could play whatever the fuck videos they wanted to.
I'm excited. I think
Maybe
it's
they'll
comedy
start,
genius.
Maybe
I
they'll
just-
start MTV3 and have music videos
I'm
on
I'm,
that.
I think if they
I'm
show-
against this idea because if Beavis and Butthead are on, that's that much less time for the 16 and pregnant and that kind of crap.
Those
I'm gonna say
shows,
if they started MTV3, it's just gonna be snuff films,
might as well be.
They should have just been making the fun of the shit that's on MTV now.
right?
Just watching Jersey
Clips
Shore.
from that, yeah.
Just if I could get Cornholio watching a music video of Andean pan flute player or something. Cornholio.
It'll happen. Let's send him a letter. All right. Let's see. Now, I don't know if I want to talk about Prometheus.
Is that the movie that was supposed to be an Alien prequel? Now it's not.
But
But
now it
still
is.
kind of
But now it is.
Yeah.
They can't. 1 minute it's an Alien prequel. The next minute it's not.
They're just not calling it an alien movie.
Because Fox really only owns the right to the alien design, if I understand right. Anything that's in the stuff from the space jockey and the horseshoe ship and all that other stuff doesn't belong to anybody.
Here's what I've got here, and I think I found this in the Hollywood Reporter. Ridley Scott said that the new movie Prometheus, using the original Alien as a jumping-off point for a new grand mythology, the classic monsters from the original film are in fact in Prometheus.
Right.
So that
Actually,
makes it an Alien movie.
an important part of the plot, despite the press release that seemed to indicate that there were no aliens in the movie. The Giger-style aliens do appear, big ones. So I think they're just calling it Prometheus,
So they don't have to pay the rights.
so they don't.
Well, it kind
So
of
it doesn't
allows.
have the stank of alien
on it. Yeah.
So the aliens are in there. They're just a catalyst to the story, not necessarily the story.
Yeah,
Go get them, Dipley.
it says here.
Dipley.
Helen Dipley.
I gotta get in my underwear. Hold on.
It says, let's see, some of the, in Morocco, an archaeological dig where they discover alien DNA. DNA helps them coordinate to the alien world. They built the space jockey cockpit at Pinewood Studios in London. And here's what it says. The film's main spaceship will be piloted by an enormous head.
What?
It's Zordon
It's
from
another.
the Power Rangers.
It's another part I'm up for.
Yes.
Or it's Zardoz.
I might have time to do this now because apparently that James Bond thing is
Yep.
not
That's
working out.
going to pan out.
Piloted by an enormous head that could be biomechanical in nature.
Zardoz.
And Michael Fassbender is confirmed to be joining the cast as an android.
Michael Fassbender.
Will he have a?
That's
maybe
my
he'll play
stage name.
Crichton from Red Dwarf.
Who's he in the X-Men movie, Mike?
He's Magneto.
I'm Shannon Quick Croucher.
I just hope in the X-Men movie that he shouts, "Stay out of my head, Charles." I just want him.
well,
to
he
shout
has to. It's actually
That's why he puts the helmet on.
Yeah.
it's a rule.
By the way, giant head pilot just makes me think: is MODOK piloting this fucking ship?
And is it MODOK from the Superhero Squad?
Yeah.
MODOK's gassy.
Let's see. I've got some.
I'm kind of tired now. I need a nap. You could talk about comic books.
Okay.
Oh, if you really want deep sleep, I could talk about video games. I'll put you out.
Oh, maybe we could talk some World of Warcraft, but then I might.
so
I
my-
might go into a coma.
My warrior's level 70. Oh, Scott, are you okay?
He's unconscious.
He brings his dog and he
ride.
gets his swagger on.
I'll say.
Put your hand down and his mouth opens wide enough to bite your finger.
And the blueberries go to Scott.
He can't really bite your ankle.
Blueberries.
He can't really bite your ankle because his mouth doesn't open wide enough.
You know what? When Lee George Cade looks over at you like, what the fuck did you just say?
It's all right, Home Slice. We got you on the last show.
Sorry. Blueberries.
Well, since we're on the subject,
Of
fan
blueberries?
mail.
Fan mail.
Fan mail.
We've
then-
got fans who know how to type.
And then
Set that to music.
then we'll wrap up with some stuff. Let's see. This is from Aaron, the last Toltec.
Huh?
That's his
Huh?
Oh,
name.
yeah.
We have a Mayan listener.
Fan mail. Just wanted to throw in my 2 cents.
Wait, this would be one of the few ethnic groups we haven't offended. The,
The
Mayans.
Toltecs.
I hear they use sign language.
Fuck your calendar.
Oh, here we go.
Done next year anyway. No one cares.
And they're shouting, "We just ran out of room."
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it doesn't. We ran out of rock. That it doesn't mean the world's over. You buy a new one.
I got
tried
We got
bored.
tired, Eatlan.
You ever try to do a quote a day calendar on a clip face?
Exactly. All right. It says I wanted to throw in my 2 cents. Thanks for Geek Show and the things I've learned from the Geek Show.
Okay. Oh, boy.
Number 10. Number 10. What a face baby.
Yeah.
That's right.
Face babies.
Clearly, Aaron is listening.
He's
to
been
the,
listening for a long time.
to the library.
Aaron's been listening to the Derek Hunter series.
Yes. He says
I didn't know that before
You know,
either.
she's due tomorrow.
his wife.
Yeah.
Derek. By the time you hear this podcast, there may be a tiny Derek running around.
Oh, God help
It's
us all.
a
That's when
tiny.
the world
With
ends.
a
Do we know it's a-
giant head.
It's a girl.
It's a girl.
Is it a girl?
Yeah.
Congratulations, you guys. We also learned what a grumper
What a
is.
grumper is.
I remember that episode.
Also learned Derek Hunter did pass up Jay Golden as the world's dirtiest Mormon.
Oh, good job.
Okay, yep.
I learned about blueberries,
Haven't we all?
which is just our code word for those who don't know. Our code word for a non sequitur.
Random derailment.
Yep. Let's see. I also went back to collecting. That an eye braille is useful for deaf people too.
Very.
That's when
I
Tony
miss
became the designated
drinking.
driver.
I miss drinking sometimes.
I got my first comics with the help of Jeff from Geek Show.
Hey.
So there you go.
Because
your
Jeff's
fault.
actually at every comic shop in the Salt Lake Valley.
No,
just
I'm
random
not,
days.
yeah.
Okay,
He's at
only
the-
at one.
There's
He's at
one
the
I'm definitely
only.
not at.
Well,
Yeah.
when I say every, I mean the only.
The only Dr. Volts. I got to hear the best Gina Barberi impression in the world from
Oh,
Shannon.
that's right. I don't like vegetables.
I appreciate the story in a movie or game more now after hearing the different points of the panelists.
Oh.
And the thing I've gained from Geek Show most of all, that I'm proud to be a 27-year-old geek who loves anything Transformers. Yes, even the second one, Jeff. Comics, TV shows I've missed out on. And that I don't have to play it cool to the rest of the world to show them that I'm someone I'm not. Yay. So here is the question for the panel
Okay.
from Aaron. If you could have sex with any comic or cartoon character,
Don't
what
make me choose.
what would it be and why? Who
I
would
think
it
we
be?
should choose for each other.
I think that's fair.
All right.
Well, Lee's
Because I
MODOK.
choose for Shannon. Shannon wants to have sex with Superman.
No, I don't.
No, he doesn't want to get his head blown off.
Yeah, that would kill you.
Is it
No
only
one-
comic book?
I know.
Was it only comic book? Or what
It
was
says he said specifically comic or cartoon character.
Okay.
I choose Aquaman.
Aquaman, huh?
You'll never get Scott. You'll never get that fish smell off of you. Do that. Anyone?
I think Batgirl's hot as shit.
I got one.
Batgirl?
Batgirl?
Yeah.
Which version?
The one in the porn, the parody porn? That girl?
No, it's
I guess-
comic.
guys-
But it has to be-
guys
no, it
said
has to be
gotta
like
Comic or cartoon? So it's
I'll
an
draw
anime,
a comic of it real fast.
Lexi Bell.
an animated
That's
version.
Lexi Bell, sir.
God. Well, does Joe seen the Pussycats?
Oh yeah.
Like all of them?
At the same time.
They come in a collection.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Jessica Rabbit.
Oh,
That's what I was gonna say.
that's a good one.
Yep.
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Or, as I've been known to say many a time, I love you, She-Hulk.
How about Ariel from The Little Mermaid?
Choice.
She's
like
Fin her legs. doesn't
Again,
matter.
you'll never.
15.
You don't care, right?
Yeah, you'll
Get
never
that
get that fish
fish
smell off. I would. Okay. Chitara.
Oh.
That's weird. Mine's
Thundercats?
from the Thundercats, too.
Panthro.
Snarf.
Oh, Shannon, snarf.
Stop it, Snarf out! Why are you doing this, Snarf?
I'm totally blanking on the name. Who's the receptionist of the Ghostbusters?
Janine.
Stop,
Janine.
Snarf.
Janine.
Yep.
So from the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Her
right.
and her big glasses.
Annie Potts.
I think I might go.
Just
Actually,
Andy Potts.
I might go with the redheaded chick from Gen 13. I can never remember her name.
It was redheaded booby chick from
Yeah,
Gen 13.
Yeah, she's super-
Fairchild.
Fairchild. Oh,
How
man.
about any Disney princess? I'll just
Well,
say
yeah.
that.
Oh, well, yeah.
Obvious.
Well, except for one of them. You know what I
except
mean?
for that frog one. He doesn't
Well,
have
the-
anything to do with that one.
Well, Jimmy, I am going to make you pick one.
One?
I would say I think he's more of a Megra guy.
Oh, God. Cinderella's hot.
Cinderella? Really?
I'd bang Cinderella.
That's a little traditional.
No, she's probably
That's
a little
all right.
wild once you get her going.
Who
She
was
likes
the,
anal.
Who was the one in Aladdin?
Jasmine.
Belle.
Jasmine. I'd do her.
Oh, Jasmine.
Jasmine.
I'd go
Oh,
with
yeah.
Belle.
She's
I'd go
not
with
white
Belle.
either, though.
Out of all the Disney chicks, I think Megra had the best voice. That kind of just set on
Yeah.
Although-
Hercules.
Or,
she had it
Something
going.
about Pocahontas. I don't know.
Esmeralda?
Esmeralda from Notre Dame.
I would.
Yes.
Yeah, Esmeralda.
I would do Maleficent, just because you're halfway
Just to
through,
say that
she
you
turns
did?
into a dragon.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, you could
Maleficent
just
was hot.
you could just pick a dragon if you want to fuck a dragon.
No, I want to start with a woman that turns into a dragon.
You want to do Elliot?
I don't want to be like
I was going to say Pete's Dragon, too.
Oh, and I was sorry to
I
tell you
know.
about Charlie Callis.
That was very
dying.
sad.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. Love you, Lee.
Did you ever see him perform? You were probably too young.
Obviously not.
He was all over TV. Charlie Callis, the voice of Elliot from Pete's Dragon. But he's in High Anxiety with Mel Brooks,
High anxiety.
and he humps Mel Brooks' leg like a dog.
Oh, really?
It's hilarious. All
He's
right.
on the match game and stuff.
my dad.
My
we had to-
second choice, Aaron Esurance.
We had to get my dad on the show
That's a good
sometime. He
choice.
was a security guard at Universal Studios in the
In her
early
Star Trek
70s
outfit.
in the very early 70s when he got back from the Vietnam War. He was a security guard for Universal. And he's got some Phil Harris stories that would probably keep you up in the night.
Phil Harris, genius. All right.
Oh, this just in. My wife's mathletes. This is Geek Show, right?
Yes.
My wife's mathletes team is second in the region today.
Congratulations.
Yeah, one of her students won the entire event,
Wow.
and he's Asian.
And he was homeschooled until this year.
Picked him up from school.
An Asian homeschooled kid just took one.
Listen, if you'd have seen my math test scores, you know why I married an Asian.
Right.
All right. Let's see. Dark Knights. Got some Dark Knight news here. As our dogs
Gone all Mutual
run
of
all
Omaha.
over the
here.
place. Yes.
They like each other now.
Puppy runs,
I
puppy
gave him
runs.
some crack. I'm sorry.
Oh, doggy crap.
I didn't know Puppy Bowl's going a day early.
Let's see. Christopher Nolan's director of photography, Wally Pfister,
Fister.
Sister?
Wally Pfister.
says that the script.
It really is Wally Fister.
Wally Pfister.
And is
Wally Pfister?
actually it's Willie.
Wally Fister.
It's Willie Pfister.
Willie Pfister.
And he's got a
Alex.
cousin, Abigail Meatcurtain.
No, it is Wally Pfister, and he's Wally. That's how you know.
His great uncle Buster Hyman.
Willie
Yes.
or Wonnie?
And so he is saying this about the script for Dark Knight Rises. Plain and simple, he's done it. Phenomenal script. He's still in the process of cutting it back because it's very long. He had me go back, wanted me to watch in IMAX Batman Begins and Dark Knight again. When I watched those, I had read the script for Rises and was like, dude, it's a perfect trilogy. I think that
Nice.
was the intent, to work off those two pictures. He says that much of the film as possible will be shot in IMAX. He says we want to shoot a lot of it in IMAX.
It's going to be Bruce Wayne in a recliner just staring at the
3D?
screen.
Any 3D?
Oh, who cares?
I think he said no.
Who
3D.
cares?
No, Christopher Nolan doesn't like 3D.
They still talking
Good for
that
him.
it's going to be Hugo Strange as the villain. Is that still the big?
No, well,
It's,
no.
Bane and Catwoman.
Yes.
But
Well,
Joseph
I'll-
Gordon-Levitt's in it now.
Oh, that's true.
and he could be playing Hugo Strange.
But Joseph Gordon-Levitt, my son brought this out when we were watching Inception the other night. Looks enough like
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger that if you wanted some, and especially with the makeup on, and he's a good enough actor, you probably could he would be a very, very convincing Joker. He could do the part. He
But
could
would
do
you
the
just
part
have him
and look
arcing?
like him.
I don't think they will though.
I wouldn't touch it.
I
It
don't
just
think they're
it's
gonna-
one of those
Seriously though,
things-
if you because he's an iconic enough villain, and I know he's
know.
supposed
You gotta
to be
wait.
dead.
You gotta wait for the inevitable reboot.
Yeah,
Reboot.
I don't think it's an issue of can they.
Yeah.
It's just will they.
I think
And
what'll-
think
And I don't
will.
think they
But
will.
this is an actor who would actually
Yeah.
be good enough to be
Well,
able to do
I
it.
agree.
And he could.
I'm not
This is
doubting
an
that.
actor who's too smart to do
What
it.
I
just needs
think
to be the Riddler.
what I think you will see, and this I'm going to write this down because it may happen.
Mark your words.
Mark my words. I think what you'll see is this series will end, and then Batman will go back to television,
Or back to campy. Now I want to know: is the Batwoman costume
And-
going to have a zipper down to about?
and then
I sure hope so.
then once you get him back on TV, then they will recast the Joker.
Oh yeah, I mean if they do another version, they have every right to do.
Oh,
the
good.
Joker again,
So
but-
Mark Hamill may get to play the role finally.
And here's why: plain and
Cesar
simple.
Romero Jr.
Plain and simple.
what
There's
that
too
has.
much money in that clown.
Agreed.
Oh yeah,
Joker is
Absolutely.
huge, popular, too much money, and they won't let him die. They
I'd
won't
go
let
for
him go.
Crispin Glover.
That's who I wanted originally.
Yeah,
I had heard a rumor that the original casting from Tim Burton's movie was Jeff Goldblum before they went campy.
I could actually see that.
Yeah, it was
I can actually see that.
Jeff Goldblum and Peter
John
Weller.
and John Malkovich also.
Yeah.
They all tested.
Yeah, it was the original script was a lot on the more serious side.
And
So
then
then
there's
they,
like, let's just paint Jack Nicholson white and have him play himself.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and he'll do nothing but eat scenery.
and Jeff Goldblum would have been a freaky ass Joker. Tall, skinny. Yeah.
Get out of my house, Jeff Goldstein.
Look, Jeff, we wanted to give you the role, but Jack Nicholson just keeps coming to the set. He's all dressed up. We just feel bad. We can't turn him away.
No, I'm not wearing a costume. I always dress this way.
I just want to throw Sean Young off a horse.
Let's see. Got some quick Captain America stuff.
I finally think the costume looks cool. It's taken me months.
And by the way, the photos I'm seeing, I'm making this prediction right now. He is not going to be wearing the helmet a lot.
Probably
Really?
not. For the same reason why Peter Parker
Well,
rips his
I'm
mask off
sorry.
in Spider-Man every chance he
Captain,
gets.
I
Captain
don't.
America's mask is doofy looking.
It is.
Well, and-
I always said that they would probably never make a movie because his costume is ridiculous. You know.
I
maybe
bet they
it
make
will.
transfers well.
Yeah.
I think the helmet looks weird. It looks dopey.
Anyway, this is all about Bucky.
I
Played
saw
by,
the picture of
Play-
a
played-
Bucky and a machine gun.
played by Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan says, here's the director saying he brought something really interesting and slightly on the dark side. to
Yeah, it's a
Bucky.
machine gun.
Sebastian has a dark, slightly quirky side to him, and so he brought that to his character.
So in other words, they're using Ed Brubaker's characterization of Bucky, which was he wasn't the cutesy little kid sidekick.
He was a scrapper.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's a little badass.
He was a stabby shooty kind of
Well,
guy.
and that's
was a stabby shooting little bastard.
Aren't they starting the movie off with Bucky saving Steve Rogers? When
well,
they
yeah,
were younger?
that's what it is. Is it's Bucky is it's like you said, the Ed Brubaker one. It says here, James Dean type. He said he tried out for the role of Steve Rogers, but didn't quite have the earnest "I want to fight for my country" aura that Chris Evans has.
He had more of the stabby McShooty aura.
Stabby McShooty. So he'll be a good Winter Soldier then. Let's see. What's Artie doing?
Weird noises.
He's out there going,
He's been running around playing with the other two.
Oh, is Artie? Artie
Now
is.
he's doing.
Hacking a lung up.
Artie
is-
can't find his inhaler.
Artie is ancient, and yeah,
his 6-pack a day habits getting the best
he
of him.
needs his
I'd love to be a
inhaler.
producer to tell him, like, you don't really look like a hero that could represent America, but you could stab somebody in the throat.
You got a stabby quality.
Yeah, you look stabby.
But that would be nicer than actors here on a regular
By the way,
basis. so.
by the way, apparently Shannon can't see the movie because there's a black actor who finally got revealed as being in the cast.
damn it.
Derek Luke, who they haven't technically said who he's playing, but it looks like he's playing one of the Howling Commandos.
Oh, good. Sam Jackson just said he had a day of shooting on the set for Captain America too.
That's no Marvel movies for Shannon.
Sorry. Let's see. Dominic Cooper, who plays Howard Stark,
Nice.
Tony's dad.
Is he the same guy from the Iron Man movies? Okay, cool.
Yeah, from the old movie. We learn the whole idea of where Stark Industries comes from, which is out of pure curiosity and creative juices and excitement towards thinking of the future and developing things for its good. He's a Howard Hughes. He's a guy that loves inventing, extremely intelligent, and loves the lifestyle. He says that Tony hasn't been born in the film, of course, but he's sort of like Tony. You're never quite sure where he's been or where he's come from.
Right.
It's always like he just came from somewhere, wearing a tuxedo.
He's playing the younger version of the character. John Slattery played him in Iron Man 2.
That's right. From showing people his inventions, his new flying machines. He's important. It says here, this is kind of a slip. He's important because he's part of the machinery that helps Captain America manipulate his body. So is he part of the inventing of the project?
Project Rebirth.
Can I be the first person on the panel to gripe about something that nobody's really
We
griped
gripe about shit all the
much?
time.
I know.
Saying
No,
you
this is
can't-
something.
you're-
This is
you're
something
about
that's
3
been
years late.
This is something that's been left alone.
Okay.
Unless I missed it. I mean, I was really drunk a couple recordings back.
All right.
Really?
I think the new Spider-Man costume looks like dog shit
Really?
for the movie.
I like it.
I yield to the world's biggest Spider-Man fan, Jeff Ice.
I'm going to say this right now. Everybody keeps jumping the boat on the Spider-Man costume. Remember, this is the stunt suit. The
But what
stunt
about-
suit does not necessarily look the same. And everybody keeps bringing up the shoes.
It's the shoes.
He runs. They will CGI those out.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
It's not even CGI, but how many shots are you really going to have with his feet in it?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to have a lot of full shots.
Any shot where he's crawling on the wall, you should see his feet. I think.
Well, that, but I'm saying,
Right.
well, no, well,
Yeah,
but,
but
it'll only be for like a few seconds. I
And
mean,
with all those
true.
Mark
That's true.
McFarlane poses I've been promised, we'll
Yeah.
see his
Yeah.
feet all the time.
I will say
Especially
this.
when he's shooting his webbing underneath
Under his
leg.
crotch, right.
So-
I will say this.
Farland, that dickhole. That guy can fucking eat a dick.
He probably can.
Yeah, and
I'll bet he has.
yeah, I will say this though about
There's a cord here.
A Spider-Man suit.
I'm glad that he's actually swinging around.
yes, that's
No,
what
that-
I'm
the
excited
practical
about.
footage
shots
looked
look
They're
great.
doing
badass.
practical stunts,
Yeah,
which is
I mean,
great.
I know they'll have CGI in it. I mean, sure, but the fact that there are all these clips of him swinging around like off of Mack trucks, and
yeah.
I love it.
He does that goddamn backflip into the back of the
Yeah,
truck.
I
Let's
was
have a pickup truck.
I was kind of surprised when they were filming the first three that they didn't use some Cirque du Soleil actor who could do
They
all
did.
the shit that Spider-Man
they,
does.
Well, they employed them and then didn't actually use them.
Right, because CGI. Nah, but still.
So I am glad about that.
I think
all
the
right.
mask looks cool. It just there's parts of it that I'm not crazy about.
There's times where I want to live in LA just so I can sit on the sidewalk and watch some jackass swing around on the trucks.
I know.
All right.
I went to New York and I was going to go to the Demolition Derby, and I accidentally went to the Spider-Man musical instead. And they charge extra if someone is killed during the
A
performance.
surcharge.
You didn't really go, did you?
Exactly. You can actually choose performances. A non-killy performance or a killy performance. You have to spend extra for
I'm
it.
sorry, but our killy ones are sold out.
The best part is the middle rows have to have a tarp just
I
in
was gonna
case they
say-
splatter.
It's like a Gallagher
Like a
show.
Gallagher show.
They sell Spider-Man ponchos.
All right, let's.
Like SeaWorld.
Don't get no spider squishes on me.
Quick recommendation.
Yes.
Watch the premiere of Mr. Sunshine on ABC on Wednesday night at 8:30 Mountain Time. It's the Matthew Perry thing. Has the funniest sight gag. I should show it to you guys on the computer or something because all I'll tell you is it involves clowns and I laugh so freaking hard. Oh my god.
Every time I see the commercial, I think of you.
He loves
And-
a good clown joke.
And it has that cute Linda from Better Off Ted.
Yes.
It does have what's her name? Andrea Anders. No. Andrea.
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I mean.
Is that right? Yeah. Okay.
Anything else? or
Yeah,
before
I
we go?
am loving the Young Justice cartoon
Oh yes.
on Cartoon Network. Is amazing.
Is it actually going? It's now in series?
Well,
Because
it's
I know
weird.
they had
It-
the pilot, and then it
There's
was,
been about 4 episodes, and it is really, really, really good.
yeah, the pilot was great.
Yeah, it's it's good.
I got some Blu-rays. Let's see. It's kind of a funny story. Comes out. It's Zach Galifianakis. Really good. Actually shows he can act. Like I was surprised.
Oh yeah, he's in an insane asylum.
Insane Asylum. The kid goes in there. Another one is the I Spit on Your Grave. Comes out. The original and the remake. So both of those come out on Blu-ray. It's gonna be
Time
good.
for Uncle Carrie's rapey time bedtime stories.
Exactly. And then Vice would like to buy the duo of My Soul to Take and Paranormal Activity 2.
Would I? Would I?
And I was going to recommend this to Scott, but I think I'll recommend to Shandon Tyler Perry's For Colored Girls.
And actually, it's Tyler Perry's fault that I hate black people.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's ruined it all.
Shannon doesn't hate black
I don't
people.
hate
Does that
black
mean you
people.
hate gay people too?
What are you saying? Tyler Perry's gay? Are you outing him,
No.
I didn't.
Are
say
you
that.
outing him?
I didn't say
ladies
that.
and gentlemen?
I guess so.
I didn't say
Scott
that.
Pierce,
There
you
were
heard it here
rumors to
first.
that effect. I don't know.
No,
Well.
it is a fact.
So it is.
It
Yeah,
is a
let it be
fact.
written.
Tyler Perry is a homosexual. You've heard it here
Is that right?
first on
Wow.
the Geek Show podcast.
No, you didn't hear it here first.
From Scott Pierce from
All
the
right.
No.
Salt Lake Tribune.
Oh, shut up!
I learned I didn't know
We'll
black
see
people
you
could be
next
gay.
week, Mary Hart.
All right.
I would like to recommend it in place of the previously announced February Geek Show movie night, which it turns out we're going to show the Oscars at Broovies instead. And
Are we gonna have to dress up?
no,
Yes.
no,
Tuxedos
I think we should all wear tuxedos.
Pajama party. Pajama
I
party.
agree with pajama party.
I'll be wearing Vera Huang.
And
No, I mean literally. I'm going to wear.
Drape
I'm
it
going to
on her.
stand at the door and
Are you
ask
gonna
everybody,
skin her?
who are you
I'm going
wearing?
to kill her, skin her, and wear her.
Very nice.
I'm just going to be wearing Wang.
yes,
Is that like a
kill
birthday
it.
You'll be
suit?
wearing a very small costume.
this is February
Boutonniere.
27th, and before the Oscars at 3, we're showing Gladiator.
Which is hilarious.
And then you should show an episode of Boner Fight.
We would if we
Holy
could.
moly.
Well,
You see a lot of shifting in the seats.
in the next episode, Shannon is going to review the new Spartacus.
I have a recommendation as well.
Triple
on,
T.
on Xbox Live or PSN, download the demo for Bulletstorm if you have not done so.
How violent.
It's
That sounds like a-
incredibly violent, bloody, and amazing.
And it sounds like the worst kind of storm you could be in.
Really?
Bulletstorm, yeah.
Ow! Ow! This storm hurts. Ow,
Except for
ow.
that other game. Except for that other game, Shitstorm. I hated that one too.
It was the worst thing since it was Raining Men.
That one's not as painful.
Ow.
Also not as fun as
Ah, it's
Shit
a
Party.
bullet storm. And I just
Was it Tyler Perry's? It's raining. All right.
I hate to recommend this.
Don't.
then don't.
No, I hate to recommend it because it's hurting me. It's hurting me more than just about anything.
Okay.
DC Universe Online is amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh.
it's
about
so.
getting it.
I mean, you're out $60 for the game and $15 a month for the service piece. You don't regret a dollar of it. It's fucking amazing. And you really want fun? Go to the next Geek Show movie night and ask Valentine what he thinks of
Yeah.
DC
Oh, yeah.
Universe Online. He
And he'll
will
put a
keep
finger up your-
talking.
never
You can
mind.
walk away and come back, and he's still going
talking.
about this.
Am I going
He's-
to lose my soul to this game?
You will. The best part about it is that your character, your build of your character is based off of what hero or villain you choose as a mentor.
Yeah, I read about that.
And so you choose Green Arrow, you're going to be kind of a skulky little badass mercenary type. But you, all of the different levels are instanced together. So if you're on a quest or a mission, you're going to run into somebody from the DC universe. You're going to have interaction with these characters, and they are the Smallville level is just crazy. When Superman shows up, you know your dual shock controller shakes
Won't
when he hits
stop
the
shaking.
ground
That's
because. You know, it's Superman. He just went into the earth, and it should shake.
Can I ask the
I
question that
decided I'm going to play it this summer when I have a break.
Yeah, that'll be a good way for you to not realize there was a summer.
can I ask the question I'm sure Scott Pierce wants to ask? Can you be a giant yellow 2-number pencil?
I didn't
On this
try,
game.
but we'll
I thought you were going to ask about
One day,
Aquaman.
let's take him out.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to have to, I think.
Okay.
Hey,
And
cool.
Question,
Wow,
though,
me?
is, perhaps. What
That
do you
vicious
play
dog
on
will bite your
PlayStation?
finger.
play on a PlayStation 3.
or PC?
I play on the PS3.
Okay.
So, and it's great because the controllers, the different buttons on the controller basically dictate what type of power you're using. So it's a little easier to use and a little more intuitive than a keyboard like you would do with a regular.
I'm an MMORPG version.
Right.
Never played one.
It was a little awkward
Neither have
at
I.
first, considering I played this type of game with Warcraft for the last couple of years, so it was a little awkward getting used to using the 6-axis controller. But I actually like it more now, and wish that Blizzard would put Warcraft on the PS3.
in
And the
the
graphics are amazing.
Do they look good?
Oh God, yeah.
in the next episode or the one after that, I've got an online role playing story that will astound and shock you.
Excellent.
What?
All right. Yes. Yes.
That's called a tease.
It is a
Who
tease.
gets raped and murdered in that?
No one.
Oh,
But that's because I'm not involved.
you didn't write it.
I didn't write the story. All right, that's good. Everything. Geekshowpodcast.com. Thank you
do
very
it?
much. You wanna?
Oh, yeah, tease more ham.
Yay!